Hi guys, and welcome back to Not My Shelf. This is Waverley's Shelf. I am going to be doing two 24-hour readathons because Waverley can't host the 2nd of July one with me, which is the new day. You can't host that one with me, so we're doing one early. So that means I'm now doing 3 readathons all over June and July. So that's great. But I am here just to intro. We are just getting our books ready, and because of that I want to give you a TBR. So I did set some challenges for this readathon, but you're not pressured into doing it. But we both have fulfilled the challenges with our books, and you can go and see Waverley's on her channel. These are my books.
A new release.
This one I picked Dear Martin by Nick Stone. I actually am 30 pages into this, and this was a cop-out for me because I am already reading it. So yeah.
A book you've wanted to read for a very long time.
I decided to go with Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. Thick gal. Thick gal.
Read a book with green on the cover.
I went with Hunted by Megan Spooner because it has green on the cover. Woo.
Read a book from a genre that you would never normally read from.
For this one I went with Wings by April Lynn Pike. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, but I have never read this book, obviously, but it's about fairies and fantasy, girly love. I think there's a little bit of romance in there.
Read an LGBTQ plus themed book.
I have read a lot of LGBTQ plus books this year, and there actually isn't that many that I own that I haven't read. So I had to get one from Waverley's Shelf, and that is Boy Meets Boy by David Leviathan.
Ask someone else to pick a book for you.
We're gonna go do that.
We'll pick, and then if we pick something none of us want to read, we'll just be like, no. Okay. And we'll pick something else. Kira picked for me All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater.
And Waverley picked for me Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. As you just saw, Waverley picked out Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. These are all the books that I'm planning on reading this readathon. Who knows if I'm going to get to them all? Probably not. But I'm going to try. Love Island first. There is currently a bug in the room with us. It's just kind of bouncing off the wall and it keeps flying towards us. I spawned out fear! Where is it? It's there.
You're flying out.
I'm flying out fear. It's officially midnight. I have my juice and I have my book somewhere and I'm about to read. Number 1, Dear Martin by Nick Stone. So we're an hour into the readathon and I just finished my first book, which is Dear Martin. I was already 30 pages into it, but I managed to read it in the first hour. It's only 210 pages, so I am now 1 book down, which kind of ticks off the new release challenge because it was released this year. I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads just plainly because the layout was a bit weird, like it would jump from script to novel layout in the same paragraph and it was really confusing, and the fact that it's only 210 pages long including the acknowledgements and stuff, I felt really dissatisfied coming out of it and just feel like the character's story wasn't over. Now I don't know what to start before I quickly take a nap because I am quite tired. If I'm being completely honest, I'm thinking of switching Children of Blood and Bone for Scythe because I've been wanting to read them both for a very long time, so either of them could satisfy the challenge and complete the challenge. So I might swap it out because this is really chunky. Let me see how many pages Scythe has. 440 pages and Children of Blood and Bone has over 500. I think I can get this finished in about 4 or 5 hours, but I feel like Children of Blood and Bone will take me about 6. So I really just want to swap it out for Scythe, I think, because it's too big and I really just want to read something else. I decided to start reading Boy Meets Boy by David Leviathan, whatever you want to say. And I know the lighting isn't particularly great, I'm really sorry about that. But this only has 222 pages, so I decided to just crack on with this. I want to get at least 100 pages in before I take a little nap. And then I will pick it back up again when I wake up. Who knows, I might be so engrossed that I just continue reading. Hello.
Hi.
It's 7:18 AM and I just finished Boy Meets Boy by David Leviathan. that guy. I gave it a 3 again. I think I gave Dear Martin a 3 as well. I think that was more towards a 3.5 though, but this is definitely a solid 3. I mean, I liked it. It was like a cute romance. It was a cute coming of age gay novel, but there are some bits of it that are just missing something, and I can't really put my finger on it, but it's just kind of missing. I feel like if this was a book about a boy and a girl, it would have been really shit, but because it was a coming of age novel about like coming out and realising your sexuality and stuff, it kind of was a little bit better, which is like kind of bad. It kind of dragged for me, and I was kind of like thinking about other things while I was reading it. I'm not sure what I want to start now. I think I want to start Eliza, but I'm not sure because we're going to be going into the woods and reading, because what temperature did you say it was going to get up to? 28?
28 degrees.
So we're going to head into the woods, I think. Yeah, I have completed my second book and it's only like 7 a.m. so the world is my oyster. So I just had some breakfast. It's about 8 a.m. now and I'm starting Eliza and Her Monsters. It has just under 400 pages, so I should get this finished. I'll start this, see how far I get, and I might have to be reading 2 books at once. It's a risky road, but it's fine. Eliza and Her Monsters, and I'm on page 190, and my birthday is here. That's actually my birthday. Wilderness now. It's like 9:30 and we're in the woods, so like any serial killers should have finished their shift for the night ages ago, and Waverly is setting up a little blanket for us because she's nice.
There was a mosquito on me.
There was a mosquito on
It's
you.
now on you.
Where? Get it off, get it off. It's sucking me. I don't want to be sucked. So this is our blanket. Those are the 2 books that Waverly is going to be trying to read, and these 2 are the ones that I'm going to be trying to read. So the books that I'm going to be reading are Eliza and Her Monsters. I'm actually already halfway done with this, so I'll be able to just munch on cookies. I am actually halfway done with this, so who knows, I'll probably finish this soon because I'm really into it and I'm really getting through it really fast. And the second one is Wings by April M. Pike. This one is for the friend picks your book challenge, which what she picked for me at the start of the vlog, and this one is from a genre that I've never really read from before, which is fairy fantasy. Something is stinging me. Eliza and Her Monsters, and oh my god, it was fab. I really liked this. This has probably been my favourite so far. I'm already thinking it's somewhere between a 4.5 and a 5 stars. I'm not actually sure because I can't really think of anything wrong with it, but I don't know whether I can commit to giving it a 5. I have some time to think about it because I don't have Wi-Fi right now because obviously we're in the wilderness, but I do have some time to think about it before I can log it on Goodreads. This kind of couldn't have came at a better time for me. My channel has just kind of in flux with loads of popularity, and not on a scale as this because a lot of people obviously know about her webcomic. I've got a lot of eyes watching me all the time, good and bad, and she touches upon this. So she talks about that and how overwhelmed that she is and how it can play on her anxiety, panic disorder that she didn't even know was there. I was talking about in my vlog how grateful I was, but also how overwhelming it was to just have this sudden, just knowing that you have this audience that are expecting something every week, and it couldn't come at a better time for me. I think I'm gonna have to do like a whole review on this because there's so much you can say. Like, honestly, I could talk about this for the entire vlog, but I'm not. Yeah, I really enjoyed it and I'll have to get my own copy, but I can hang on to this until I wrap it up, so I'll clutch it to my chest until I have to give it back. Nature was nice for a while, but now we're on our way back. I think we're gonna go to Aldi in a bit to get some dinner. Fucking bugs. Then we're gonna carry on reading outside, not in the woods though because there's too many bugs, and it's my turn to carry the bag. Quite a while, and it is now 4:30. I have just finished Wings by April M. Pike, and I gave it 3 stars, somewhere between a 3 and a 3.5 on Goodreads. I'm sorry that my hair's such a mess. It's not really my thing, but I can understand why people would like it. I got a really good connection with the characters. The plot was really easy to follow, but it just really isn't my thing. It's broadened my horizons a little bit more. I won't be carrying on with the series or anything. There's like quite a few of these books. I might try spells, I don't know, but it just seems like not really my thing. So there you go, I finished Wings. That is my 4th book. So I have about 6 hours until I'm going home, which is kind of perfect because the next book I'm reading is Hunted by Megan Spooner, which fits the book with green on the cover challenge, and it is also a book that I've wanted to read for a very long time because I probably won't be able to get to Scythe today, but I am taking it home with me to read for the rest of the week so I can still read it whenever I like. This has 368 pages I think, which is kind of perfect because I will be able to finish this before I leave at 10:30. But I will be reading Hunted by Megan Spooner from here on out because it is my next book and my 5th and possibly final one at that. On page 101 of Hunted, and we're, oh my god, I just whacked it, and we're about to have some pizza, and I am actually really excited because I don't think we've eaten today. I am really enjoying this. I didn't think I would because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I kind of wanted to read it anyway because of this line and this line only. A beauty deadlier than the beast. I was like, I have to read it, I have to. I thought it was going to be more like A Court of Thorns and Roses and stuff like that, but it really isn't. It's completely different, and I'm really, it was alright, okay, it was okay, but this is better. It's currently 8 o'clock and I finished this. When did I finish this? About half an hour ago, maybe a little bit longer, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I finished Hunted by Megan Spooner, which qualifies for a book that I've wanted to read for a very long time, and one with green on the covers, which means I have successfully completed all the challenges. Woo! I managed to read 5 out of the 6 ones that I assigned myself. I managed to complete all the challenges within 5 books. And I feel quite good about that. I'm pretty proud of myself. Don't think I'm going to be doing any more reading tonight because my brain is fucked. But I'll let you know if I do start Scythe. I might read a few chapters, like I've got nothing to lose. I am currently walking home from Waverley's house from doing the Readathon. I think this was actually a really good one. Maybe the best one we've actually ever done. The sun is setting behind me and it's making me look sweatier than I am. I love how I made a big deal about forgetting this cup but never actually used it. So I haven't read anything else from when I finished Hunted, but I think when I get home, depending on what time I get home, I think I might start on Scythe. Not like as a contribution to the readathon, because I think I'm done now. I finished because I want to read Scythe like ASAP. I'm going to be starting that when I get home, I think. Look at that. I mean, isn't the world just beautiful? Isn't the world just absolutely gorgeous? I was just showing that sunset because I thought it was beautiful and it's still there, and I love walking home at this time. It's kind of great. I've come down the wrong one again. I think I'm just gonna go this way.
I've missed the shortcut that like means you don't have to walk past the woods, so now I'm gonna have to walk past the woods. I don't normally get political on Shaggy's shelf because it's kind of like my books are my escape, and oh my fucking god. So I don't think I've included it in this vlog yet, but when I was on my way to Waverley's to do Readathon yesterday, I got catcalled 3 times on the way there, and then we got again on the way back because I forgot my cup. So Waverley being Waverley confronted him yesterday, and I was all for it. We were laughing and stuff. He called me fat and got my name wrong. He got Waverley's right, then I got mine wrong, called me Shannon. And fucking disgusting. He did it again and didn't recognise me. And I was literally like, I thought I was fat. And he was like, wait, who said that? And I was like, you yesterday. And he was like, oh shit, is that you? And I was like, yeah. And then he was fucking calling after me like I'm his fucking hound. I don't fucking think so, buddy. I may have accidentally, on purpose, missed my shortcut to go round and past the woods. The same fucking guy was in the fucking football thing of the park next to the fucking woods, and he catcalled me again. What? And breathe. Currently 10 to 2 in the morning. I've calmed down. I've edited this vlog that you're watching, and it's already 16 minutes. But I wanted to do a little outro, a little wrap up of what I read in this readathon. Sorry, I'm really burping. I just had J2O. I am actually hosting a readathon on the 2nd of July, but Waverley couldn't come to that one, and we don't actually know if she's not going to be able to come to that one because she couldn't come to one that's on the 30th, and then the date changed. So she can come to the 2nd of July one now. This was a bit pointless, but anyway, I just want to show you what I read today because I know that these vlogs can kind of get a little bit mismatched, and I just need to be really quick about it so don't talk about it for ages. So I'm actually going to start off with Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I managed to read 5 out of 6 of them, but this was my 6th one that I didn't get around to doing. So I'm going to be reading this this week, so watch out for my wrap up for the whole month. The first book that I managed to get read, which was for the first challenge, which was a newest release, was Dear Martin by Nick Stone. As I said in the vlog, I gave this a 3 to 3.5 stars. I just thought that the writing style was a bit here, there and everywhere, but it was great for a debut novel, and it was also a great subject matter, and it was really important to talk about institutional racism and police brutality. Obviously trigger warnings for those 2 things, racism and police brutality. If that is a sensitive subject, it should be. So the second book that I got around to reading, which qualified for the read a book with an LGBTQ plus topic, challenge, character, or like surrounding theme, and I read Boy Meets Boy by David Levithan. This was by far my least favourite of the day because I feel like the only reason why this worked was because they were gay, and there was no real different narrative or interesting narrative or characters that I really enjoyed reading. It felt a bit flat for me, and the only reason why I kept reading was because they're gay, and I don't really like that. So I gave this a 3, but I think that's kind of generous. Next book that I read, which was Waverley's pick for me, was Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zapier, or Zapier, however you want to say it. I really enjoyed this, and it was by far my favourite of the entire day. Thank you, Waverley, for picking this out. I probably wouldn't have read it today if you hadn't. I gave it a 5 stars on Goodreads, and it has been added to my favourite shelf, and looking for Alaska, you have a new sister. The next book that I read was a qualifier for the read a book from a genre that you don't normally read in, and that was Wings by April Ann Pike. I don't normally read fluffy, girly fairy tales, literally fairy tales. I decided to give this a shoot, and yes, I only gave it a 3 because it's a middle grade book. There are some plot holes, there are some disgusting moments in them that I felt really uncomfortable with. I won't be carrying on with the series, but I can see why people enjoyed it. The last book that qualified for 2 challenges, which was the book with green on the cover and book that I've wanted to read for a long time, was Hunted by Megan Spooner, and I have been wanting to read this for a very long time. I gave this a 4, I think, somewhere between a 3.75 and a 4 stars. Thought it was really good and different from what I've read from other Beauty and the Beast retellings so far. I actually don't normally like retellings, but because this was so feminist and it was so hyped, I decided to give it a shot, and I'm so glad that I did. Definitely my second favourite of the day. These are the 5 books that I managed to get read in my mid-year freak out 24-hour readathon. I don't even know what this is called, but this is only part 1. I will be doing a part 2 because again, Waverley couldn't come to the original one, so we hosted a little one for her so she could feel included and she could do it herself because her reading's been slumping and it would be a shame for her to miss out. But there will be another one and the link will be in the description box below if you want to go and find out more, because by the time this is posted you've still got a week to participate in the actual one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I will see you probably in the next few days for a mid-year freakout book tag. It's all mid-year freakout on the channel right now. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you then for my new videos. Bye!
I wanna watch them fly and fly and see them soar up into the unknown. But I feel just like a nerd watching birds, watching me here.